Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, how did all of this begin? Where did the mountains, the oceans, the animals, and even we ourselves come from? Today, we're rediving into one of the oldest and most profound stories ever told, the biblical account of creation from the book of Genesis. It's a story that has shaped civilizations and inspired billions. So, let's journey back to the very beginning of time. In the beginning there was nothing. No light, no land, no life. The Bible describes it as a formless void, with darkness covering the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. It's a powerful image, a universe waiting to be born, a canvas ready for the master artist. Then, with four simple but earth-shattering words, everything changed. Let there be light, and instantly, light burst forth, separating from the darkness. God saw that the light was good, and he called the light day and the darkness night. This was the very first day. The cosmic clock had started ticking. On the second day, God turned his attention to the vast expanse. He commanded a vault to form in the midst of the waters, separating the waters above from the waters below. He called this vault sky. Imagine looking up and seeing a defined heaven for the first time, a brilliant blue separating the world from the cosmos. The stage was being set for life. The third day brought forth land and vegetation. God gathered the waters under the sky into one place, and dry ground appeared. He called the dry ground land and the gathered waters seas. And God saw that it was good. But a barren land wasn't the final vision. God then spoke again, and the land sprouted with life, vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit, each according to its kind. The earth was no longer just rock and water, it was becoming a lush, green paradise. Day 4 was a spectacle of celestial engineering. God said, "Let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night." He made 2 great lights, the greater light to govern the day, our sun, and the lesser light to govern the night, the moon. He also made the stars. These weren't just for light, they were for signs, for seasons, for days, and for years. The universe was given its rhythm, its beautiful, predictable dance. With the environment perfectly prepared, the 5th day was all about filling it with creatures. God commanded the waters to teem with living things, and great sea creatures and every winged bird soared above the earth. Imagine the awe of seeing whales, dolphins, and countless fish for the first time, while eagles and doves filled the sky. God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and increase in number and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth." Life was exploding in diversity and abundance. The 6th day arrived, and it was a monumental one. God created the land animals, livestock, creatures that move along the ground, and wild animals, each according to its kind. The earth was now bustling with every sort of creature imaginable, but the pinnacle of creation was yet to come. In a moment of profound intention, God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness." So God created man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. He was named Adam, and God saw that it was not good for the man to be alone. So, he caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs, and from it, he created a woman, Eve. Adam awoke to see his partner, his equal, and exclaimed, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh." God placed Adam and Eve in a special place, a beautiful paradise called the Garden of Eden. It was a place of perfect harmony, where every need was met. They were given a purpose to work the garden and take care of it, and they were given dominion over all the living things that God had created. They walked with God in the cool of the day, in a state of pure innocence and fellowship. As God looked upon everything he had made, the light, the sky, the land, the seas, the plants, the sun, moon, and stars, the animals, and finally, humanity, he saw that it was very good. His masterpiece was complete. And so on the 7th day, God rested from all the work of creating that he had done. He blessed the 7th day and made it holy, not because he was tired, but as a completion, a sign of the perfection of his work. This established a pattern of work and rest that echoes through human culture to this day. From a formless void to a vibrant living world in 6 days, culminating in a day of rest. It's a story of order from chaos, of divine purpose, and of humanity's special place in the cosmos. It's a narrative that invites us to see the world not as a cosmic accident, but as a deliberate, beautiful, and good creation. Whether you see this story as literal history, as powerful poetry, or as a foundational myth, its impact is undeniable. It speaks to our deepest questions about origin and purpose. It paints a picture of a God who is both immensely powerful and intimately personal, a creator who delights in his creation and desires a relationship with it. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back to the beginning. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the great stories that shape our world. What part of the creation story resonates with you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.